Hello and thank you for watching this first video tutorial of 3D stories. Actually, I'm working on the corporate collection, this one, and the tutorials work with all the future releases or collections of 3D stories. So if I'm not showing exactly the same object you bought on Envato, it's not a problem. I'm going to start with to open this file here to see the objects in the collection. Actually, I'm working on the Adobe CC 2018 and I have a message here saying that I have to convert the file to my After Effects version. This is okay. You can, if you want, save the file in your After Effects version once it's opened. Okay, so we arrive in a comp called All Objects. It's here in the Projects panel. You can see it. You have the composition all objects, and here we have all the objects of the collection. So if we want to choose an object, let's say the megaphone, because it's quite simple and I'm going to show you this one in first, you can choose it over here by double clicking or by here. I'm going to double click on the object over here. So now we are in the compositions called megaphone. We can see the animation and we can hear the audio effects also. Okay, I'm going to show you all the layers and we're going to start by this one. The most important for all the objects is called object tuning. You can leave it like this, activate it, it won't change anything. But if you want to change the colors, reflections, shadows, or even materials for some objects, you have to go in the Effects panel over here. For this object, we can change the color A, the color B. We can change the reflection of the color A. Okay. And the reflection of the color B. We can also change the shadow opacity. And just to let you know, this composition is on a transparent background. You can see it on clicking on this guy here. But I prefer working on a white background. So if you look at the other layers over here, you can see you have the blue ones. And we are actually on the normal for the normal speed. The normal speed of this object is 6 seconds, but we have other options. We have the fast that goes for 4 seconds and a half, or we have the turbo that goes for 3 seconds. Okay, and you can also have longer animations by activating the one called long plus freeze. And for this one, you can see we have the in for intro, like the other ones, the rotation, a long rotation, and then we have something called freeze. And to customize this layer, you just have to open it over here, and here you can move the keys. Let's say we want to have our object popping like this. We want a rotation to 6 seconds, but in the animation we still need 2 more seconds of a freeze. So I'm just going to do add 2 seconds here. I'm going to take all the keys at the end, and here I'm going to do my out animation over here. 2 seconds of freeze and out animation. You can even customize everything by doing a shorter out animation. You can do a shorter in animation. You can change everything, but all the presets you have here are done to have something smooth that works great, and normally it should be okay. So now I'm going to show you also the green layers. The green layers are the audio layers. Here you have intro sounds, this one. Then we have some little effects, radio effects. Okay, and the audio out for the object leaving the composition. Okay, so I'm going to activate them all. Let's say I use the turbo one because I'm doing a super fast animation for a customer, and I just want to go to see things going very fast. So that's not a problem. I'm just going to take the sound for the out animation. You can see it's actually over here. I'm just going to put it at the end of this one, and I'm going to stop the audio radio FX over here. I'm going to try, make a preview, and we're going to listen if it works. I'm going to show you some other objects now, a little bit different because they don't work all the same. And this one is interesting because you can put your logos, assets on the objects. But I'm going to show you everything on this one too. I'm going to make a preview. So here you don't have slow, normal, turbo speeds. You just have intro animation, fix or static if you want animation, and the outro animation. And you can just make things shorter or longer. Here you can change it. So if you want something longer, you just take the static layer and make it longer. So your object is going to stay static for maybe, let's say, 3 seconds here, and is going to leave. Or you can even delete the static layer and just have something super fast. For this object, I'm going to do some tuning. I'm going to show you once again how it works. I'm going to go on the object tuning, and here you can see 3D assets. You can just do a 3D effect on the assets you're going to put here. But first of all, we want to put an asset on this object. And this is quite simple because you can see some buttons here. I'm going to go on the assets 1. Okay. I don't want this one, so I'm going to put something else. I'm going to import a picture. And let's say the inverter logo. So I'm going to do a drag and drop over here and go back on my object. Okay, perfect. So you can see this isn't very, all the 3D objects are in super high resolutions, and you can hear, you can see that you can put it in 3D or in flat if you want. I'm going to continue with the customizations over here. Oh no, something else. On this object, you can even change the little word on the door here. And let's say it's closed. Okay, so now it's closed. I'm going to show you for this one too all the customizations. It works every time the same. You can change all the colors over here. So we're going to continue with this one. It's the presentation tripod. So in this one we have a tripod, jumping, and page turning. You can put 10 pages if you want, but let's say we have 3 pages. So here you can extend or delete, and these are the pages. So I just want 1, 2, and 3 pages, and I'm going to delete the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And here you can see last page out anim, duplicate the last page used to create the ending animation. Because actually, if I take this one here, I'm going to take the audio file too. Over here, you can see it's named last page, and I don't want this. because my last page is the number 3, this one. Okay, I just double click on the buttons here to change them. If I want to put maybe on page 3 the Envato logo. Okay, so on page 3 I have my Envato logo, but here I have just to do what's written over here, and this is quite easy because you go on this page, you copy, go on the last page, delete everything, and do exactly the same page than this one. So the object is just coming. I have my page 1, page 2, page 3 with the Envato logo, and the last page for the out animation. Okay,